Welcome to Melanated Rhythm. It's your boy K Still.
Man, how y'all doing? It's Black Ray once again.
In the building. And today we want to talk about y'all. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't messy like that. But we want to run something by y'all. Something we had a discussion about off camera, about just being parents, being fathers. Yeah. Definitely in today's time, we want to talk about the relationship we have with our kids.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm growing every day. Actually, you know what? Everything I teach them, I learn again. You know, right. And I can take that for the rest of my life. So can that.
What is some of the good moments you can kind of talk about?
You know what, man? I say, for me being a child, some of my best moments was one-on-one talks. Me and my mom, man, that's my dog. Man, me and mom talk faithfully, man. My dad, man, me and his relationship, man, we would hop in the car, and we of course we was going some places. Right. Sometimes we just hop in the car and hit a few corners, and man, the conversations that we had, man, the game that he gave me. I mean, here I am today. You know, I bypassed a lot of things just off of the game that was given to me at a younger age, man. I can't do nothing but pass it down to mine.
I think for me, man, having my stepdad been in my life, man, for like since I was age of 2.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Basically my whole life, man. Pops has been there, and I'm grateful because even though I wasn't his, he immediately claimed me. He's the one that taught me fishing, taught me how to do certain things, taught me how to drive a car at like age 10, literally. Oh, yeah. Sit in the middle of his lap and be like, "Hey, drive this car."
Old school, bro.
Old school with the long Buick. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He called it. What he had a black one too. He called that mug the Spoon.
Man, my dad had a Cadillac. Man, I totally get it.
So
and finger waves.
Man, hey, well, I don't think Pops had enough hair to have finger waves, but you know, it was cool because now I can take some of them traits because it wasn't always good. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. It wasn't always good, and that can be a whole nother segment, but we're going to talk about our relationship with our kids. Gotcha. So some of the things that I experience as a father and how I manage or interact with my children now, the good is like we got open communication. See, I got teenagers. Yours is younger.
Yeah, man.
And you ain't there yet.
No. One is older, man. We done had them. It's a woman, so she's a woman now, man. We've had a lot of them conversations, man.
Yeah, my oldest is a girl too, and we've had a few of those.
You know what? It's funny because of course we bump heads, but at the end of the day, I mean nothing but the best for you.
Oh yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
But I just got to give it to you like they say a real nigga would. You know, I got to give it to you, man. There's two different ones in this earth, man. It's a real nigga and a real man. You gotta figure out which one is what.
You got to find out who you're dealing with.
Exactly.
And if you don't soak up the game, you can fall for anything. You know what I mean?
Yes. True story.
I remember just like one of the things that I'm able to do as a father, my relationship with my kids is dope because I can communicate. Like I'll tell them if something's wrong, something's off. They've seen dad, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They've seen me lose my cool. But 98% of the time, dad is chill. Hey, let's talk. And the reason why I did it that way is because I didn't like a lot of times, like most kids don't like how their parents come at them because they find their parents being disrespectful.
Oh yeah,
they think you're supposed to just give them respect and
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember just being with my kids. I sit down and I talk to them, and I'm like, all right, it allows them to be vulnerable to me. And so some of the things, and this is not a bragging thing, but I realize I've helped create an atmosphere where they feel safe.
Oh, yeah.
So my kids tell me things they won't tell their mom. Now, one thing I won't do, if it's detrimental to their health, if it's really concerning to me, and I feel like their mom needs to know that, I'll let them know. You know, I'm finna bring this to your mom. We're gonna have a family meeting about it. Yeah. But a lot of the stuff they be just like, Dad, we can we talk? Depending. They be like, Dad, can we talk? And I'm like, yeah. So I set the atmosphere. They open up. I give them some words of wisdom, or I just be a listening ear and they share. A lot of parents don't let their kids talk.
You know, man, that's where you, me personally, man, I feel like that's where parents and children both lose. For one, man, no matter being a parent, no matter how old you are as a parent, you still never too old to learn. You know, right. So even with learning, man, it don't matter your age. You know, so even something that a kid would tell you, you might have to sit back and rethink that. You know,
real talk.
and it goes beyond the math questions that they ask you these days. You know, you got to really sit back and think about it before you answer. You know, and also like the way we've been raised. I'm a little younger than you, man. So the way I've been raised, I wouldn't even call it wrong. I'm more so. I'm at it. I'm ready to put my hands up.
Okay.
You know, I'm ready to put my hands up. Defense mode. But also you gotta. But I'm learning from just having kids of my own. You gotta really sit back. For one, you gotta ask questions. You have to ask questions, man, and then you take it from there. You can't just jump the gun just because your kid come in the house crying. It might have been something that they did, and their feelings is so rammed up that they, that they want to act a fool. So you got to really just sit back and figure out what's going on before you can take your best move.